evening and welcome to this video. Before I begin, let me ask you a few questions. Are you tired of chips flying everywhere in your workshop? Is there a thin layer of dust every time you finish a project? Do you constantly find yourself picking splinters out of your hands? Well, if the answer to any of these questions was yes, I can help you. So stick around and find out how you can build this DIY CNC enclosure for under 40 bucks. And because I'm in such a good mood, I will throw in another bonus. If you subscribe right now, you will get one entirely free subscription to this channel and maybe even some quality content in the future. So what are you waiting for? As you heard on the news, I'm building a CNC enclosure. This one right behind me to be precise. And for its construction I had three main goals. 1. It has to be cheap. 2. It has to be good for filming. And 3. It should also be relatively easy to build. So enjoy the next few minutes of watching me build this enclosure, and I will meet you back afterwards to explain some of the design and material choices I took. And this is the finished enclosure. As you can see, it got a white back and a white side panel. That's good for filming because you get a nice even background. No more of that ugly hole behind and the almost broken down wall. Also, even though I used somewhat flimsy wooden construction, it is surprisingly sturdy once it's bolted down to the table. and the side and back panels are installed. Now for the windows, I originally wanted to use acrylic sheets or plexiglass, how we call it in Germany. I don't know about other countries. But that stuff becomes surprisingly expensive once you get into a larger form factor, or just, you know, the square meter price is relatively high. So what I opted for is this plastic sheet, and that's actually sold as transparent tablecloth protector. So it's, I think the entire roll was under 20 bucks and I still have some left. This is not only transparent enough for me to have a look at, but it's also flexible, which means if a workpiece comes loose on the CNC and it comes flying out, it won't shatter the glass and make a crack. It will just, you know, bump against it, maybe scratch it, but that is a lot better than shattered acrylic glass, and also a lot cheaper to replace. To mount the windows, I originally had like a construction with a frame with magnets or hinges, but all of that is susceptible to error, and the environment down here is not exactly ideal for like hinges and stuff, because the moisture in the air, the humidity changes a lot and there's a lot of dust. So what I opted for is this industrial hook and loop tape. It's self-adhesive, but it doesn't really work that well down here, so I just used some staples to fix it in place, and that works surprisingly well. And the added benefit of this is, besides being a lot more forgiving than hinges, that I can just open up a corner like that, oops, and point the camera inside. And yeah, you couldn't do that with hinges or acrylic sheets, because of the added flexibility, of course. What else? If you want to build that yourself, you don't need to do the half-lapse joint construction I did in the corners. That was just because I wanted to try it out and see how it works. But there's not a lot of added strength in that. You could just as well use screws and glue or even nails. The real stability comes from it being bolted down and joined together with the side panels and back panels. And that is pretty much all I have to say about this project. If you have any questions or comments about it, you can leave them down in the comments below. The music you heard is from a buddy of mine. I will link his stuff in my notes below. And if you enjoyed the video, I would be happy to find a thumbs up there. If you didn't, you can also vote thumbs down, but if you do, please just let me know in the comments below what you didn't like, so I can focus on improvement. And with that, I say goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.